The concern surrounding the rising dengue cases, and especially in a few states, it is a little more of a concern as even the infrastructure, hospital infrastructure, is quite stretched. Now, the centre has rushed a team of experts to 9 states and union territories. India has recorded over 1 lakh cases of dengue. 15 states and union territories reported the maximum cases in the current year and contributed to 86% of the cases till October 31st. The states of concern include Haryana, Kerala, Punjab, among others. While the national capital has recorded over 1,500 cases and 6 deaths, the western state of Rajasthan recording 11,000 cases and 28 deaths.
डेंगू बहुत फैला हुआ है इस टाइम, और डेंगू को हम अपने स्तर पे अपने घर में रोक सकते हैं। डेंगू साफ पानी में होता है, तो अपने घर में अगर हर हफ्ते, जो मैं कहता हूँ हर हफ्ते अगर हम 10 मिनट निकाल के अपने घर में सारे जितने भी इस किस्म के बर्तन हैं, गमले हैं, जहाँ जहाँ पानी जमा है उसको उंडेल दें और उसको फ्रेश पानी उसमें भर दें, तो हम डेंगू से बचाव कर सकते हैं।
Well, overall, there are about 1,16,000 cases that has been, in fact, been reported of dengue till October 31st, and 86% of these cases have been reported from 15 states and union territories. And accordingly, there was, in fact, a review meeting that was held on 1st of November, and what all measures could, in fact, be implemented to control this vector-borne disease. And now we are seeing that after that, a centre team has, in fact, been constituted by the Health Ministry. That comprises of officials from NCDC, the regional officers of each of these districts and states, and accordingly in 9 states that includes Kerala, Andhra Pradesh, Punjab, Rajasthan, Tamil Nadu, Uttar Pradesh, Delhi, Uttarakhand. These are the states from where high number of cases of dengue are being reported, and accordingly the central teams are being now rushed to these states. Now the kind of assistance that will be provided by these team that has reached these states will of course be the status of the medicines, the kits, and what are the measures that are on ground as far as the vector-borne disease is concerned, and also keeping in mind that what is going to be the public health response, because the cases are now being reported more than 1 lakh, and there is a need to control this vector-borne disease, and hence the centre has constituted. Last night they have sent a number of officials who will in fact be going to these states. They have been assigned different states. A member of 3 in each of these states will be going and visiting the places to control and also to help the state authorities to control the dengue outbreak.
Meanwhile, Rajasthan hospitals are under a lot of pressure. Times Network's Pushpendra gets us this report from JK Lone Hospital in Jaipur, where multiple children suffering from dengue are being treated on the same bed. Young lives are being risked as medical infrastructure is unable to cope with the surge.
इन्फ्यूजन सेट से टपकती एक एक बूंद जब जिस्म तक पहुंचती है तो मरीज को राहत मिलती है, लेकिन जब संख्या की बात करेंगे तो मामला राहत से आहत पर आ जाता है। अब देखिए, ये अस्पताल है जेके लॉन और उसका ये वार्ड देखिए, जहां एक बेड पर 2-2 मरीजों को भर्ती करना पड़ रहा है। डेंगू की हालत ये है कि प्रदेश में जयपुर एक ऐसा शहर हो गया है जहां 2000 से ज़्यादा मरीज डेंगू के हैं। इतना ही नहीं बल्कि राजस्थान देश में पहले पायदान पर आ गया है जहां डेंगू पैर पसार रहा है। व्यवस्थाओं के आलम की बात करें तो वो आपके सामने है। आप देख सकते हैं किस तरह से एक एक बेड पर 2-2 लोगों को भर्ती किया गया है, क्योंकि बेड कम है, संसाधन कम है। स्टाफ लगातार काम कर रहा है, दिन रात की ड्यूटी कर रहा है, बावजूद इसके डेंगू है कि अपने पैर पसारता जा रहा है। स्थितियां बड़ी भयावह हैं। तस्वीरों में आप देख सकते हैं, ये राजधानी जयपुर के अस्पतालों का मंजर है, जहां पर मरीजों की संख्या जिस तरह से बढ़ी हुई है वो आप साफ तौर पर देख सकते हैं। खास तौर पर डेंगू बच्चों में ज़्यादा दिखाई दे रहा है। यही वजह है कि जेके लोन में लगातार बच्चे पहुंच रहे हैं। देखिए, यहाँ के स्टाफ, उनसे भी हम थोड़ी बात कर सकते हैं। सर, क्या स्थिति है डेंगू की? अभी
दिन में कम से कम अभी 50 या 60 लोग एडमिट हो रहे हैं। अभी हम संभालने के लिए भी बहुत मुश्किल हो रहा है। 12 घंटे में इतना पेशेंट्स एडमिट होते हैं। एक बाहर में कॉरिडोर में भी बेड लगा के अभी संभाल रहे हैं
जी। एक बेड पर कई मरीजों को रखना पड़ रहा है।
जी जी, 2-3, कभी-कभी 2-3 भी हो जाते हैं।
तो आप समझ सकते हैं कि स्थितियां क्या हैं। मरीजों को अलग अलग बेड देने की बजाय एक ही बेड पर रखना पड़ रहा है, वो भी तब जब कोरोना के संक्रमण काल से हम लोग अभी निकले भी नहीं हैं। अगर यही सब स्थितियां रही तो आने वाले समय में क्या होगा, ये सोचने वाली बात होगी।
Meanwhile, hospitals in Delhi are witnessing an upward surge in admissions due to dengue. Times Network Summit spoke to officials from LNJP Hospital who said that dengue cases are expected to drop in winter.
आमतौर पे जो डेंगू है वो दिवाली के बाद कम हो जाता है, और दूसरा ये कि क्योंकि ये वेक्टर बोर्न डिजीज है, मच्छर से होता है, और इस बार मानसून ज़्यादा हुआ तो उससे ब्रीडिंग मॉस्किटो की ज़्यादा हुई, तो उसकी वजह से अब क्योंकि जो रेनी सीजन अब रुक गया है, और मैं समझता हूँ कि दिवाली के बाद इसकी संख्या में कमी आना चाहिए।
दिल्ली में डेंगू का आंकड़ा बढ़ता जा रहा है। इस वक्त दिल्ली के अंदर करीब 1537 डेंगू के नए मामले आए हैं, जिसमें 6 लोगों की मौत हो चुकी है। लेकिन ये 6 लोगों की मौत है, ये दिल्ली के अंदर निवासी थे। अगर हम बाहर की भी बात करें, जो उत्तर प्रदेश जहां से छठे जो राज्य हैं हरियाणा, वहां की बात करें तो 7 लोगों की बाहरी राज्य में मौत हो गई। यानी कि दिल्ली के अंदर टोटल मिलाकर 13 लोगों की मौत हो चुकी है डेंगू से। दिक्कत यह है कि सबसे बड़ी कि डेंगू की कोई दवा नहीं है, इसलिए डॉक्टर भी कुछ ना कुछ मजबूर हैं कुछ नहीं करें, क्योंकि दवा अभी तक डेंगू की नहीं बन पाई है। मैं इस वक्त दिल्ली के एलजेपी पे हूं और आप देखिए यहाँ पर अब का रिकॉर्ड देखा जाए तो अब तक 60 सस्पेक्टेड मामले हैं, जिसमें से 30 डेंगू के कंफर्म हैं। तो देखिए जिस तरीके से डेंगू के लगातार बढ़ रहे हैं, लेकिन ऐसा अनुमान लगा जा रहा है अधिकारियों के द्वारा कि डॉक्टरों के द्वारा यह अनुमान है कि दिवाली के बाद ये जो आंकड़े हैं इनमें गिरावट आएगी। हर बार की तरह मौसम विभाग भी अभी जिस तरह से मौसम विभाग ने करवट बदली थी, मौसम ने जो करवट बदली थी, बरसात बेमौसमी बरसात हुई थी, उसकी वजह से जो डेंगू के मामले थे वो बढ़ गए थे। लेकिन अब दिवाली के बाद दिल्ली में डेंगू के मामलों में कमी आएगी।
In fact, doctors from across the country are weighing in on the surge in dengue cases amid the pandemic.
Dengue is usually associated with high-grade fevers, body pain, bony pains, tiredness, abdominal pain, vomiting sensation, whereas COVID will usually be associated with loss of smell, loss of taste, along with mild to moderate fever, sore throat, cough, etc. So I think this is something which all of us should be aware. However, it is important to seek professional help for both fevers.
Not only increase the suffering of the patient, but also add the extra financial burden on the patients who have been having suffering from the fever. And also, some of the dengue cases were positive along with COVID. So there is an overlap of both dengue and COVID cases in these fever patients. So the treatment was only symptomatic, but it has complicated the patients.
With 489 active dengue cases in Tamil Nadu, which is reporting now 20 to 40 cases a day. This is as per Tamil Nadu Health Secretary. Now, speaking to Times Network's Shilpa, Radhakrishnan said that while dengue cases have doubled in the last 3 months in Tamil Nadu, as of now things are under control and government is focusing on ensuring no deaths.
Tamil Nadu generally has this, you have dengue, particularly right through the year, but generally the last 3 months we have a doubling of the cases compared to the earlier months. Here, as on date, things are in control, but generally we have one of the most highest number of ELISA testing centers in Tamil Nadu. Even there, the death is only 4. Of course, public health's focus is not just on dengue, but all kinds of preventable or curable diseases. We should ensure that people don't die. Both pediatric dengue cases, regular dengue cases, Tamil Nadu has one of the maximum bed strength even before COVID. Now that COVID has sensitized us, so we have increased the bed strength manifold. But considering the concurrent challenges, nobody can say that we should not be overconfident. We are adequately prepared and we are keeping a close watch. So central teams normally, I have been here for quite some time in this. So generally, when the cases are high, also they come. Many times they also come in advance as a supportive measure. You will have entomologists there. We have regional teams itself. It's not as if that we work only when a central team comes only specific. Even otherwise, the vector control, national vector control program, dengue is a very important disease for which under NHM we get support. So central team generally would consist of an entomologist or a regional officer. They will work with our public health team, look at whether we have adequate, source reduction material.
Well, Dr. Romil Tikku, Associate Director, Internal Medicine, Max Healthcare, is joining us at this point in time. Dr. Tikku, thank you so much for speaking to us at Mirror Now. In your opinion, how dire is the situation this time round, especially when we talk about those states, including Delhi, which are, severely impacted and are seeing a spike in dengue cases, especially compared to past years?
Well, I don't think it is that bad this year, though we've had an increase in the number of cases in the last 1 month. I would say more than 75% of the 1,500 odd cases in Delhi have come in the month of October. Especially the last 2 weeks have been pretty bad. But having said that, we've seen worse times due to dengue in the previous years. And hopefully in the coming few weeks, next 2 weeks, the numbers would go down because the winter is setting in, the temperatures are going down. But the government is taking all measures which have to be taken. Basically, it's early diagnosis is the key. And ramping up of the testing and the infrastructure, getting beds for people who need it is very, very important. Because there is an overlap of symptoms, whether it's COVID, whether it's malaria, whether it's dengue, whether it's flu. Initially, they all come up with fever, body ache, headache. So testing is the key. Dengue NS1 antigen. If you test on day 1, day 2, it comes positive, you know you have to take proper precautions. You have to drink lots of water. You have to keep a track of your blood counts. You have to stay well hydrated. You have to be in touch with your doctors. If you pass it on as a normal viral, you don't take proper measures, then you can be in trouble. And that's what has happened in UP initially, because probably they didn't know that they were suffering from dengue fever. In dengue, you have to be extremely proactive. You have to drink lots of water, stay hydrated, be in touch with your doctors, keep a track of your blood counts, platelets, hemoglobin, whether hemoconcentration is happening, whether you need to be hospitalized. The warning signs are persistent vomiting, severe abdominal pain, bleeding, respiratory distress, disorientation. And if any of this is happening, then you can be in trouble. You need to rush to the emergency. But having said that, if you're well hydrated, you've been diagnosed early enough, you don't take over-the-counter painkillers, then hopefully you'll get better soon. And most of the dengue patients actually do not need hospitalization. And majority of the cases, I would say 80% of the cases, are treated at home with proper hydration, paracetamol, and they get better. It's only the other 15 to 20% which have moderate to severe disease, which can land in trouble. But again, if early diagnosis is the key, test them early, treat them early, that's the key. And the ones who need hospitalization, I'm sure the government is taking care of that, whether it's the private or the government hospitals. We have to provide a bed for the ones who need it. And public health measures are very important. Central teams have been sent to different states, and I'm sure they'll take care of it.
Yes, absolutely. So, Dr. Tikku, I mean, like you pointed out, like the severe cases need to be provided beds. There are certain parts in the country, like Rajasthan, for example, where, that is the hospital infrastructure is getting stretched. Is it then that more severe cases are being seen this time round, or are people not getting diagnosed soon enough, and that is leading to more severity in the cases?
I would say it's a couple of reasons for that. One is the fact that they get diagnosed much later. They go to local doctors, they don't get diagnosed, they're not treated early enough, and that's why they land in trouble. The second reason is the strain that we are dealing with this time. It's the dengue 2 strain, which is supposed to be very dangerous and more virulent. Out of the 4 strains of dengue, dengue 2 D2 strain is the most virulent. And that's what we've seen in UP also. And even in Delhi, for that matter, it's been a mix of dengue 1 and dengue 2 strain. And dengue 2 strain is actually very, very dangerous. And that's why we are seeing severity of cases. But again, if you treat it early, if you diagnose it early, then complications do not happen. But we've seen a mix of cases. And now onwards, hopefully in the coming few days, with the temperatures dipping, the numbers would go down and we'll have control over the disease.
All right, Dr. Tikku, thank you so much for joining us with your perspective.